Hey there, this is Teacher Ola Podcast episode 266, 7 Falling in Love Idioms. Are you tired of lacking confidence when speaking English? Does it block you from achieving your true goals? This podcast is the place for you. This is Teacher Ola Podcast. My name's Ola and I empower English learners to become confident speakers. The key to fluency is in your pocket. You'll boost your vocabulary, brush up your grammar and improve your pronunciation. Enjoy your journey to fluency. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into the magical world of idioms for falling in love. Romance is such a big part of language, and expressing those first exciting moments of attraction can feel a lot more natural and vivid with the right phrases. So today I'll be sharing some of the most popular idioms that capture those heart-flattering feelings when love is just beginning. But before we jump in, I want to let you know about something so exciting. I'm offering a free masterclass on phrasal verbs 20 and 21st of November. So mark the date in your calendar, the 20th and the 21st of November. Phrasal verbs are essential to sounding fluent in English, and using them with ease can really take your speaking and your writing to the next level. Trust me, they're everywhere in everyday English. So if you want to master phrasal verbs and understand how to use them naturally, sign up for my free masterclass. You'll learn the key tricks for remembering and using them correctly. You don't want to miss this, so grab your spot now. The link is in the description, or simply go to teacherola.com/masterclass with double S. teacherola.com/masterclass. All right, now let's get into today's episode, Falling in Love Idioms. Number 1, love at first sight. This is that almost magical idea that you can fall in love at the very first moment you see someone. It's as if you instantly feel a connection without even knowing much about that person. For example, it was love at first sight. She just knew he was special. This idiom is widely used in movies, books, and even in everyday conversation. So the next time you're talking about an instant attraction, you can say it was love at first sight. 2. Hit it off. This is a really fun one, I believe. To hit it off means that you get along with someone really well from the very first moment. It's not just about romantic relationships, but when it comes to love, it's often used to describe that spark you feel when you first meet someone and you find you have a lot in common together. Listen to the example sentence. Emma and Tom hit it off right away at the party. It's when you just click with someone. 3. Caught up in the moment. This idiom means you're so focused on the present, on the moment, on the emotions and excitement that you forget everything else around you. When you're with someone special, and you might get completely caught up in the moment and you forget about the whole world around you. Listen, they were so caught up in the moment that they didn't even notice it was midnight. That time when you're with someone and all that matters is the two of you, the tunnel vision, so to speak. 4. Swept off your feet. This idiom means you're completely charmed or captivated by someone, almost like they've come into your life and changed everything. Is that feeling of being swept away, swept off your feet by someone's charm, someone's personality or kindness. Here's an example sentence. On their first date, Lucy was completely swept off her feet by how funny he was. 5. Perfect match. When you say two people are a perfect match, you mean that they are just right for each other. They have the qualities, interests, hobbies, personality that fit together well. Think of it like two puzzle pieces that just go together naturally. Here's an example. Everyone could see they were a perfect match. They just understood each other so well. It's like finding that person who just makes sense in your life. 6. Two peas in a pod. This means that two people are incredibly similar or close, like best friends or soulmates that are just inseparable. If two people are two peas in a pod, they're sharing tons of interests and outlooks on life. For instance, they're like two peas in a pod. They do everything together and have so much in common. 7. Head over heels in love. This is a classic. If you're head over heels in love, you're completely and deeply in love. You can't stop thinking about that person and everything seems better with them in your life. Listen up. Ever since they started dating, he's been head over heels in love with her. So, there you have it. 7 beautiful idioms for expressing those early and exciting stages of romance. Now, I'm sure you will start noticing these phrases in your favorite romantic movies and your favorite songs. But before you leave, let me ask you to speak some English for me. Listen and repeat out loud, of course. This is a classic. This is a classic. It's as if you instantly feel a connection. It's as if you instantly feel a connection. This means that two people are incredibly similar or close. This means that two people are incredibly similar or close. It was love at first sight. She just knew he was special. It was love at first sight. She just knew he was special. Emma and Tom hit it off right away at the party. Emma and Tom hit it off right away at the party. They were so caught up in the moment that they didn't even notice it was midnight. They were so caught up in the moment that they didn't even notice it was midnight. On their first date, Lucy was completely swept off her feet by how funny he was. On their first date, Lucy was completely swept off her feet by how funny he was. Everyone could see they were a perfect match. They just understood each other so well. Everyone could see they were a perfect match. They just understood each other so well. They're like two peas in a pod. They do everything together and have so much in common. They're like two peas in a pod. They do everything together and have so much in common. Ever since they started dating, he's been head over heels in love with her. Ever since they started dating, he's been head over heels in love with her. Don't forget to download your free worksheet that will help you to actively practice what you've learned today. Just go to teacherola.com/266 and grab your copy. If you've subscribed to my newsletter before, check your inbox. That's it for today's episode on idioms for falling in love. I hope you enjoyed learning these and feel ready to add a bit of romance to your language. And before we go, don't forget to sign up for my free Phrasal Verbs Masterclass. It's a fantastic way to learn how to use phrasal verbs with ease, and mastering them will make you sound even more fluent in everyday English. Grab your spot at teacherola.com/masterclass. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you in the next episode. I love you. I believe in you. I know you can speak English with fluency if you really want it. So stay fearless, take care, and say it out loud. I'm your teacher, Teacher Ola, and you are listening to Teacher Ola Podcast. Bye for now.